On a day celebrating love, the only Valentines on lawmakers' minds are some big bills that have yet to reach the governor's desk. Time is running out on this 30-day legislative session. Griffin Rushton has been at the Roundhouse during almost every minute of the last month. We're going to get to him in just a second. Tessa Mentis is there this week to help close out the session, and she kicks off our team coverage tonight. So Tessa, where do we stand right now?
Well, I mean, you're right. It's Valentine's Day, and lawmakers are going to be spending the holiday of love with each other well into the evening and into the night, even if they don't like each other or the bills they're proposing, because we do have evening sessions in both the House and the Senate set for tonight. Now, at this point of the session, the stakes are ultimately the highest, right? We saw some proposals make their final trek to the governor's desk today, and then, of course, some suffer their final loss of this session. And with that, we see some emotional reactions to those ultimate decisions that happened. So let's bring in Griffin Rushton, who, as you said, has been following all of the big bills, pretty much everything since this session started last month, Griffin. And there were some major decisions today, some that surprised a lot of people.
I mean, yeah, there were. Lawmakers are not wasting the limited time that they have left. The House gave its final stamp of approval on a $10.2 billion state budget and the omnibus tax package late last night. Those are the two bills that usually come down to the wire. So getting them to the governor early means that there was extra time today to tackle some key proposals. The Senate sent a second gun control bill to the governor's desk this morning. It bans guns at all polling places across New Mexico on Election Day and during early voting. However, there are exceptions for law enforcement and concealed carry holders. Republican senators actually criticized Democrats for supporting the bill today after they rejected that concealed carry exception when it first came through the Senate. Now, as we mentioned, this is the second gun control bill to reach the governor's desk, along with the proposed 7-day waiting period for gun sales here in New Mexico. Despite two big wins for gun control supporters, lawmakers argued today that these bills are not the gun violence solutions that New Mexicans have been asking for.
We really didn't do very much this session on guns. I appreciated the good debate on Saturday. The 7-day waiting period is an important piece of legislation, I think. I know there's disagreement about that, but at least it begins to talk about the seriousness. But let's not get too excited about what we've accomplished.
The Senate also sent a sweeping set of changes to New Mexico's cannabis laws and the Clean Transportation Fuels bill to the governor's desk for a signature as well. Now, as for the House, today was the final showdown for paid family and medical leave. House lawmakers spent hours debating the controversial proposal on the floor today, and we'll mention this bill has faced significant pushback from the business community. The bill would give all New Mexico workers the ability to take paid time off when they need it most, even if their employers don't already offer it. We're talking about bonding with a newborn child, dealing with serious medical conditions, and even after domestic violence incidents. Employees and employers with more than 5 workers would pay into a state fund to maintain this program, and there are certain requirements employees have to meet before taking leave. Now, lawmakers spent most of today's debate discussing some potential tweaks to the bill before Republican lawmakers got a chance to challenge the entire thing. They argued it's just too much, too fast, and they added that thousands of New Mexicans have said they don't want this.
I want to direct everybody's attention to these giant piles of paper. That's 50,000 people in New Mexico who have signed an online petition opposing this. That's 50,000 out of more than 100,000 people. If that many people are opposed to this, and that many businesses and chambers of commerce are opposed to this, I have to listen to that.
And it appears many lawmakers did listen to that. In a devastating blow to the lawmakers who've spent years working on this proposal, the House rejected the bill on a 34-36 vote, just a 2-vote difference. This is the second year in a row that this initiative has died in the Roundhouse. Julie, Tessa?
Yeah, and Griffin, we know obviously there's quite a few more key bills still moving through the Roundhouse, even with this time running out.
Yeah, there are, and some of these bills right now are actually some of the governor's priorities. They have this last second chance to really get across the finish line. We're going to take a look at 2 of those bills coming up at 6.
All right, and Tessa, let's just talk about the tone there at the Roundhouse. You've been there the past 2 days now. We've seen some lawmakers stay through the night, really late nights, especially when the budget and certain big ticket items are still going through the process. For the most part, those are done right now. So could we still see some fireworks tonight?
Oh, it's the session. I mean, we could see fireworks until the final gavel hits tomorrow at noon. It's a 30-day session. And yeah, I mean, the budget is on the way to the governor. But as Griffin was saying, I mean, there were still a lot of public safety bills, some other environmental bills that the governor was really backing this session. Many that we thought, you know, early on in the process were dead for this 30-day session. But now, just in this last week, we've seen resurgence of some of those proposals, some tweaks to them. I'll even say, you know, when we're watching the House and the Senate floor sessions at night, some of the key lawmakers are gone, because that's when a lot of those side conversations are happening to see if some of these last minute initiatives can get through. And even when we're discussing in our editorial meeting every day, you know, what are we going to talk about on the night beat? Well, I'll let you know when we get to the night beat, because you can't plan too far ahead when you're at this point in the session, because these evening sessions, these are when those last minute efforts are really getting pushed through. And Spencer Schott and I will be up here to monitor those evening sessions to see what's going to make it to the governor's desk and what's going to be put on the back burner until we get here next year.
All right, we shall see. Sounds like it's time to make a pot of coffee. Guys, Griffin, Tessa, thank you so much. Well, from the Roundhouse to your house or your office and everywhere in between, we have 1 day left of this legislative session, but its impact on our state will go far beyond that. You can catch up on all of our coverage on KOB.com.